Greetings. This is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and a homeschooling parent. And basically today what I want to show you is the advantage of study.com and their College Saver program. So my daughter currently is a freshman in high school, but we have partnered through the College Saver program and study.com with a partner school in study.com, which is Liberty University. And Liberty University does a really good job of showing us the curriculum for the business degree, specifically the marketing degree associated with the bachelor's in business. And so at the same time, my daughter is finishing high school. She's taking college classes through study.com. And that's what this little symbol means. This means that this study.com is recommended for credit, and she can use this class as college credit for one of her math requirements. Now, what I love about study.com is they give you the study materials. You have the syllabus, you see exactly what needs to be completed so that you can pass the class. In this case, my daughter needs to pass the class. So she has to get 100 possible points on the quizzes, and she needs to get 200 possible points on the final exam. And you see that there'll be 3 attempts to take each quiz, and there'll be 3 attempts to take the final exam as well. Excuse me, you can retake the exam twice. So that means you can take it once, and then you can retake it twice if you did not pass the first time. Now, what I want to show you is these are the different practice tests that are in there. So she can take the test, and then she can also review and see what the answers are after she's taken the practice tests. Those are for each chapter. So this is where study.com really excels in preparing college students to pass the college exam. That college exam is a proctored webcam exam. So they need to know the material because they're not allowed to have any materials with them during that web proctored exam. What is really cool though, besides the practice exams and the answers that are available, is also going to be this chapter 13, Studying for Math 101. I'm going to scroll up here and go back to the overview because that's how we can access it. So here's all the lessons. Let me go ahead and open up a lesson so that you can see what that looks like. So there's all of that first lesson and the explanation, and then frequently asked questions. So what I have my student do is when there's a question like this, she actually creates a flashcard herself. We use either Quizlet or StudyStack, or she uses, I think, a program called Note, and she creates her own note cards in that digital format beyond what study.com does. So she'll take a question like this and she'll make it a flashcard, and then she'll take a question like this and make it a flashcard. The other thing that she does is any word or concept that is in bold, she will create a flashcard for that as well. Now, let me go back again to where we were, an overview, because study.com also gives really good flashcards. For some reason, it went back to the test. There we go. That's the course overview. So you can see all the lessons. There's 10 lessons in chapter 1, and then there's going to be a practice test. And what we require our students to do is get an 80 or more on the practice test before advancing to the next level. So you can take the practice test 3 times to get an actual grade in the class, but we just say you should be able to pass the test by an 80% the first time around. And then you can use those practice tests as well in preparation for studying for that final web proctored exam. But if we go into chapter 13 and studying Study.com already provides quite a bit of flashcards. And so if we go into the flashcards, then my student can go ahead and quiz themselves on that. The equation for the line shown below is blank. And then this would be the answer, y equals 3x plus 2. So in studying, she wouldn't maybe hit got it or missed it. She would just review what she thought the answer was and then go on to the next one. Then as she gets good at this and goes back through the stack, she can determine, okay, I have two options here. It's either undefined or 0. And I can check my answer. If she had answered it correctly, she would say, got it, and it would go into that stack. And you can see that it keeps score right up here that she got 1 correct, 0 wrong. So she would keep going through, and if she missed it, it's going to keep track of how many she got correct and how many she got wrong. I'm going to click on back out of there. And so Study.com does a really good job of providing a lot of the flashcards that are going to be associated with the different lessons. And then also what it does is it's going to give the study equations that the student is going to want to memorize so that they can prepare for the final exam and answer the questions correctly. So that would be something that you would want to do. And from here, you can go directly to the next lesson. And this is study help for college algebra. So what's nice here is they're going to see that these are the components or the topics that they're going to want to know to, basically be able to pass the exam. So you can go ahead and click on another tutorial. And this is going to be helpful because this is going to walk you through potential questions and their answers and how to figure them out with links in study.com to make sure the student can understand the material prior to taking the exam. So the reason I show you all of this is because sometimes people think that you can't do well digitally, like you need to be sitting in a classroom and having a teacher explain, especially math. And study.com does a really good job of making sure there are plenty of resources for the student to excel in each of their courses. So I hope that this helps give a really good idea of, first of all, what a college class looks like. And so many people have questions about math because so many people struggle with math. And you can see that study.com provides a nice video, definite structure and breakdown of the classes, and then also gives study material and flashcards that the student can use. We want our student to take notes because I want them to be engaged in each lesson. And I just find that if they're taking notes, that they're going to be more engaged and probably understand the material a lot better. So what's nice here is that you can see where our student, they might end up drawing this out. So they kind of have an idea. They might take all these bold words and make them into a flashcard for themselves. And they're just going to keep going through every lesson to make sure that they understand all the material. And then when they are ready to take the quiz, they can go into the quiz and they can print that out as a worksheet and take it by hand manually, or they can do it directly in study.com and have scratch paper on the side so they can kind of work the problems out if they need to. So I hope this helps give you an idea of how study.com can be really effective in earning a degree through the College Saver program, especially if you're a homeschooling student or you have a homeschooling student who can earn both their college degree and finish their high school requirements at the same time, which is a huge saver for money, hence college saver program. So I hope this has been helpful. Go ahead, feel free to put your comments in the feed below if you have questions, and then make sure you look at the description of this video, because there's going to be a discount link available in that description for you. So if you decide to sign up, you get a little bit money off of your program. Again, I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.